Hi, I'm Troy, and I'm the Hyundai Product Specialist here at Ferntree Gully Hyundai. And I'm here to show you the new Hyundai Sonata N Line, which we've all been super pumped for it to arrive. Super excited, I'm sure you guys are as well. Now let's get straight into it. Let's check it out. All right, so first thing we're gonna take a look at is this massive glossy black grille that Hyundai have gone with. Now they've gone big with this. This is super aggressive, loud. You can tell this car means business. Have a look around inside here as well. There's a small vent, which is part of the aerodynamic body kit. It's functional. It helps keep the wind resistance down. Makes the car go a little bit faster. The thing that I'm most impressed about, and I guess the most surprising thing about the aesthetics of this car, is the LEDs, which are hidden inside the chrome strip on the front of the car. So if you have a look here, there's a ring of LEDs which go around the front headlights. Now this gives it an absolutely amazing, sleek, exciting look as well. So as people, when you bring your new car home, it's in your driveway, you know that your neighbors will come, they're gonna come over, they're gonna get excited about your car as well. They're probably gonna want one too. I mean, I would, look at this thing. So I wanna draw your attention to the N Line wheels that are on this model. They look absolutely fantastic. You can tell this is one of the N Line series cars, immediately with the N Line badge on the alloy wheels as well. Another thing that you might have noticed is that these are actually Continental Premium Contact 6 tires, one of the best tires around. That's included standard on this model. You've also got the N Line badge here on the side of the car. Just in case you didn't know it's an N Line, we will, when we drive later, I'll tell you, you'll be able to tell it's an N Line. Let's put it straight into sports mode. Whoa. Another thing we want to look at is the black lip at the bottom, a part of that sporty body kit, as well as the black side mirrors as well. That further accentuates that sporty black and grey or black and red, whichever colour you choose to go with. You've got the sunroof here as well. The roof of the car, black, that black again, that accentuation. The chrome line that flows through the car from those LED lights as well, goes all around the car, looks absolutely fantastic. Now another thing I wanted to show you, we've got the keyless entry here as well. Just a little button, all you need to do is press it, car's locked, press it again, car's open. Now the mirrors actually fold in for you as well. One of the reasons for that being if you park in a tight alley or a side street, lots of cars going past. I don't know if you've ever had your mirror knocked off by a passing car, but this definitely helps stop that from happening. Now, if we move around to the back of the car, something awesome that I reckon you guys should have a look at is the boot release on this. So I know at one point or another, you've had your hands full of shopping, you've had the kids, you're trying to get into the car and you've got to fumble with either the key or you've got to put your hand underneath. You don't have to do that with the Sonata. All you've got to do is press the logo on the back. Let's have a look at the boot space. Now 510 litres of boot space, which is massive. Great for those golf clubs, great for all that shopping, great for a weekend away if you need to put some picnic stuff in there, or if you're moving house, anything like that. If you need more space, we've got the 60/40 split with the seats. We've got the levers here. All we need to do is pull it. It'll put down the seats for you. If we go down a little bit lower, you can see we've got the double twin tailpipes as well. Makes it look super beastie. Also this part of the body kit underneath as well, this sort of almost like shark fin styling, part of that sporty look. It looks like an absolute monster. One of my favorite parts of the styling of the car is actually this red ring that goes around the back of the car. Makes it look absolutely awesome. We tie that in with the styling in the front of the car with those hidden LEDs and that chrome strip that goes around the car. Looks like an absolute weapon. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you inside the car and we can have a look at some of the car's features and also some of that massive space in there as well. Let's go check it out. So, first thing we can see here is the fit and finish of the car. Now, the high quality material used in the construction of this is the first thing that we notice. If we have a look at the dash, we've got the leather lined top on the front. We've also got the seats. Now these are half Alcantara, half leather, and you can see straight away they're bucketed as well, which you'll need a little bit of extra keeping in your seats once you drive the car. Trust me on that one. Now if we have a look at the steering wheel, leather steering wheel as well, we've also got the red lining. Now that fits in with that N Line theme, along with the N Line badge at the front as well. So there's no question as to what you're driving. If we have a look down here too, we've got a little button cluster, which I'll get to in a moment. We've got the sunroof, which I mentioned before. So let's have a look at that. One touch opens it up. We can see it's an absolutely massive sunroof. Amazing, right? So another thing we'll look at too is the screen. So 10.25 inch screen, which has our sat nav, massive amount of options there. We've got the button cluster. So if we have a look down here, we've got the drive mode, which I'm sure you guys are super excited about. I certainly am. You can put it into normal, sport, sport plus, which actually turns off the dynamic stability control for those who want to have a little bit of fun. We've also got a custom mode as well, so you can set your preferences with how it's going to drive. If you have a look here as well, we've got the ability to turn the parking sensors on and off. And we've also got, what's probably my favorite feature of the car, is a 360-degree around view camera. So once we press that button, I mean, it does pop in automatically once we put it into reverse and start parking the car. But if you were going forward at a slow speed and you wanted to turn it on yourself at any time, you can do that just by pressing this button. Now, if we have a look up here, it shows up on the screen. We can also cut to different cameras as well if you just wanted a certain view of around the car as well. Another thing I'll draw your attention to down here is the wireless charging. Now, this is the key wireless charging technology. So it's compatible with some later model phones. All you need to do is place your phone on the pad, charges it for you. There's no need for those messy cables anymore. Super easy to use. Moving on, what I'm going to show you now is a little bit in the back of the car and the massive leg room that we have. Let's go have a look at that now. All right, now that we're in the back seat, first thing I want you guys to look at is the amount of leg room. Now, big people need big cars, and I'm a giant. I am 6'3", and it's very, very difficult for me to find cars if I sit in the back seat where I'm actually comfortable with enough leg room and headroom. Now, the Sonata certainly hits that on the head. I've got a massive amount of leg room here. I'm actually comfortable, which is a rarity for me sitting in the back seat. So if you've got taller passengers, if you've got a lot of things to store in the back, if you're moving, if you're going away, you filled up the boot already, you've got a huge amount of space in here, huge amount of headroom as well. It's rare for cars to have a sunroof and still have a large amount of headroom. This certainly does, which is very, very good. If you want to have a look at the side, is the heated seats as well. They're hidden in the back here, but trust me, when they're on and you're sitting back here, you're super comfortable, which is great in those winter months too. Now, let's pop the bonnet, have a look at the engine. I'm excited. Now guys, for my favorite part of the car, and I'm sure you guys are excited as well, the heart of the car, the engine bay. Let's look at this new engine. This is Hyundai's new SmartStream engine, 2.5 litre turbo, 213 kilowatts, 422 Newton meters of torque. Now let's let that sink in for a second. Absolute weapon. Now what that translates to is an absolutely thrilling drive, coupled with Hyundai's new 8-speed, dual clutch, wet transmission. The same transmission used in the i30N. Superior racing technology by Hyundai. Now, let's go for a drive. I'm super excited. So as I'm coming out, you can see the 360-degree camera come into effect here. Make sure I'm not running into anyone. New Sonata, don't want that to happen. Let's take it out into traffic for a bit, see how it goes on the road. Actually, let's put it straight into sports mode. Hopefully I don't get a speeding fine. Whoa, that is insane. Like that acceleration, there's almost no turbo lag. I don't think there is any, which is kind of rare. So some of the safety features I didn't talk about earlier was the SmartSense package, which pretty much all Hyundais come with. The Sonata does come with every feature that the SmartSense package has to offer. So if you're going on long drives, one of my favorite, well actually two of my favorites are the lane keep and the lane follow assist, which help keep you in your lane, especially if you're getting tired. Whoa, that is so much power. I almost feel bad talking about this and you guys just having to watch. So you're gonna have to come in now and drive it. You can see how much of a smile that's put on my face. This is just so fun to drive. Whoa. Wow, I'm impressed. I've done such a good job with this car. Now another thing I really love is the blind spot camera. Now there's two circles which have the speedo in it and also your revs. So the rev side, which is on the right side, actually pops up with the camera now that I'm indicating right. I'm about to do a U-turn, but I can see if someone's coming up, you know, maybe a pedestrian or someone or a cyclist is coming up the side too, so they know, like, I know as I'm about to do a U-turn that if someone's going to be on the inside of me, I don't risk hitting someone. I think that's a really great feature. Now what I think some of the features on this car, they're those features that especially the safety features, the Smart Sense package, the around view camera. There's a lot of these features which are optional extras on some of your top range BMWs and Mercedes, your luxury cars. They actually got them standard on this N Line model, which I think is great. For a car that sits around between 50 to 60, to get all of these features and the performance that this has, this is a steal. I think I can talk about the way this drives all day, but you guys just really have to come and sit in it and drive it for yourself. So now that is the new Hyundai Sonata N Line. What do you guys think? Give us a call, come in, we'd love to show you around the car, take you for a test drive. You can tell us what you think in person. See you guys soon.